YouTube, it's the Buffalo Perch Killer, and we're here for the product review Wednesday. Like I promised, I'm here with the product review Wednesday, and we're going to do a product review on this antique, well, let's call it vintage for right now, vintage, possibly antique fishing pole. I got this fishing pole about a year and a half ago from a flea market. I bought it, and I always kept it, but I didn't know what I know now about this pole, which is not a lot, but it's enough for us to get this video done. So first of all, it's a bamboo fishing pole. I made a couple notes. It's a bamboo fishing pole. It's 5 foot long. It has 3 eyes, 1, 2, 3. The eyes are on with a green thread. It has a wooden handle with a metal reel seat. I'm not sure what this material is at the bottom. I'm not sure about that yet. It also features a spin cast reel by Berkley, 300 model. That's what we see on the surface with this pole. So I tried to do some research on the pole to see the origin of the pole and where it was made and everything else. The only visible label on this pole is this sticker right here. I'm going to show it to you close up in a minute. The sticker says Ply Flex. It's a custom built pole by Ply Flex, Sportsman Accessories, New York City, with a model number of 400. That's the only sticker that's on the pole, basically. So that's pretty much what this pole is. It's a hexagon bamboo pole. So let's turn to my notes and see what the research that I did on this pole. Like I said, to me, this is a very unique pole because very unique and rare pole. The reason why I'm calling it rare is because it was very hard for me to find any information on this pole. When I say the word rare and unique, meaning I couldn't find any information, very uncommon, seldom seen type thing. I looked the pole up best I could, and the only information I could find on, or the only visuals I could find, was maybe 3 to 4 different pictures of a similar type pole, but not this specific pole. I did the research on the company. The company was Ply Flex. It's a company out of New York. That's where it originated. That's from the research I did. And not only that, it's Ply Flex Sportsman Accessories Inc. So I did the research on both the names, and I couldn't come up with a lot of information until the 1950s. But this one predates the 1950s because of the bamboo. From the research that I did, they said that in the USA, in USA's heyday of making bamboo fishing poles, it started, well, it lasted for like 75 years. It started in the 1870s when they started making bamboo poles, and it lasted to the 1950s. In the 1950s, they started to make fiberglass. They turned over to fiberglass and everything else. That's when the company name that's when I started to find more information about the company in the pole. I'm pretty sure that the type of bamboo, because they said that the type of bamboo that was most commonly used in bamboo poles was a Tonkin cane. They said the Tonkin cane, it came from China, in a certain area of China, only 40, let me see, I got notes. Tonkin cane was most used in the fishing rods. The bamboo only grew in 48,000 acres of China, of the Sioux River. It was most commonly used because of the strength of the pole, the flexibility, and the straightness of the bamboo. That's why they use it the most. This bamboo is what they call a split bamboo, and they took different pieces of bamboo, maybe 6 or 7 layers, glued them together, and they cut them into this octagon. No, this is a hexagon, I'm sorry. 6-sided shape. That's what this is. This is a 6-sided hexagon bamboo. And I'm pretty sure it's the Tonkin bamboo because of the age and the time period. Basically, like I said, I'm calling it rare because I can find very, very, very little information on the pole itself. But it's a very unique, it's a casting pole. It's custom built by Ply Flex. It's a 6-sided hexagon design for the bamboo. This pole to me is in excellent condition. Other than the little small, I don't even want to say dings because there's no dings on the pole itself, but maybe in the wooden handle. It got a couple dings, and then on the reel it just seems unused. So I'm going to consider this pole in unused condition. For the age period that this pole was in, the only wear that I've seen is on the eyes. It looked like they may have stained the eyes when they stained the pole, and some of the stain may be coming off. But other than that, I see very, very little use on this pole. This pole is basically unused. Like I said, other than stain on the pole, on the eyes, it's an unused situation. As far as the pole itself, the origin of the pole is almost impossible to find. Like I said, I did the research. I was able to find that after 1950, the company Ply Flex moved to Beacon, New York, I think it is. They moved to Beacon, New York. Let's see, I got notes here. Yeah. They moved to Beacon, New York after fiberglass took over from what's the name. Not only did the company Ply Flex make bamboo fishing poles, they're also big in fiberglass bowls. They, I think they became famous for manufacturing I had it in my notes. Yeah, here it is right here. I think they became famous for manufacturing a Mongolian style horse bow that was made out of fiberglass. They're also famous for an indestructible Ply Flex fiberglass that they used in, like I said, in 1950. As far as this pole being vintage or antique, they said vintage is anything over 40 to 50 years old, and antique is anything over 100 years old. So that is very hard to determine whether this thing is either 100 years old. I know it's definitely over 50, so it's definitely a vintage pole. But is it an antique pole? I'm not 100% sure, but I got a good guess that this thing is close to being antique. It's an excellent, this is a beautiful pole. Excellent condition. The reel, I did the research on the reel, and it's, like I said, a Berkley, model 300. It's a spin casting. It's one of the first spin casting reels that they used when it came from that aluminum style type spin casting, a complete open face type situation. But this thing is in excellent condition also. This reel is definitely unused. There's not a mark on it. I mean, it's just as clean and shiny as the day it probably came out the box. And it's been on my wall for probably a year now. So, if you guys can help me find the origin of this fishing pole, I really appreciate it. Like I said, the only information, the best way that I can even get images of this pole is by typing in custom built by Ply Flex. When I type that into the search engine, I see different images of it. Like I said, the company also made bowls and arrows and stuff like that. I also was able to come up with a news article, not an article, but a news ad advertising the poles made by Ply Flex rods. But very little. That's why I consider this, we're going to call it vintage, a vintage, rare pole, hexagon pole. So let me let you get a closer look at the pole so you can see what it is. So right here, like I said, we got the wooden handle. I'm not sure what this material is. This is the only material that has any sign of wear on it. I don't know what that material is, but other than that, the wood handle, and like I haven't even cleaned this pole. You can see it the way it is. So it's got the wooden handle. It's got the metal steel reel seat. It's got the Berkley, you can see that right there. Berkley spin cast number 300 reel. It's got the green thread, and there's that sticker I was telling you guys about. I know my camera doesn't focus very well, but that's the sticker. And on this sticker, I mean, it's a paper-based sticker. There's no tears. There's no water damage. The sticker is incomplete. It's good. The sticker is good. So that's why I'm saying that this thing is probably unused. So it's the hexagon, and like I said, it's got 3 eyes with the green thread. I don't know what type of line is on this thing, but this is how the pole came to me. And that's bamboo. It's not wood. It looks like wood, but it's bamboo. I guess bamboo is a type of wood, but it's bamboo. So there we have it, guys. And I hope you guys can help me with this thing, because I had a lot of problems trying to find any valid information off of this thing. It's very hard to find it, any information. The best way to go is, like I said, going custom built by Ply Flex. So that's the product review for this Wednesday. We have a custom built by Ply Flex 5-foot hexagon bamboo fishing pole with a Berkley spin cast reel number 300. This is my crown jewel of my fishing pole collection right now. As you guys know, my fishing bait store is Captain Bob. So me and Captain Bob even bumped heads on trying to figure out the origin of this thing, and he linked me up with a really nice guy named Mark. And me and Mark had a great conversation this morning about antique fishing poles and how a lot of the fishing pole makers and lure makers actually came from Buffalo. He told me a story of how one of the leading lure makers came from this Buffalo area. He said the guy whittled out a small frog and threw it on a line and threw it in the water, and as soon as it hit the water, he said that the bass smashed it. And he said when he realized that it worked, he threw some hooks on it and he began to make lures after that. So there's a lot of good history from our area, being Buffalo, New York, with this fishing thing. And I'm glad to be a part of it, because hopefully the Buffalo Perch Killer go down in history for making all these videos, because good Lord, I'm making a lot of videos, guys. I got some things planned for this weekend. I'm actually going out of town this weekend on a fishing trip. But that's the product review for this week. We got a great piece right here. I mean, I'm going to get a lure to go with it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a lure, and I'm going to find a better position to put it in my room so it can showcase itself. This thing's in beautiful, beautiful condition. I wish my camera zoomed in so you can see that sticker, man, because like I said, that sticker is in excellent condition. That proves to me that this thing is unused. But if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the Buffalo Perch Killer. If you like the video, share the video with your friends, your family. Like I said, I got tons of videos coming. I got tons of videos getting ready to pour in. The fishing was very, very poor for me this week. I went fishing 3 times. I didn't really make any videos. It's because the water is just messed up. Today, I think it's the 11th, Wednesday the 11th. They just now let the ice boom go in our area. That means when the ice gets out of here, the minnows are going to start running and the fish are going to come. The water's going to warm up, so things are going to be looking a lot better for us. But this is the product review for this Wednesday. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys that do know about these antique fishing poles or vintage fishing poles, that you guys can help me find some information out about this thing. I'll have the information that I have in the description box below the video. You can guys slide down to that and you can comment to me and share your ideas of where this thing came from. And if you even have one, if you guys got one, maybe we can do some research together and figure out where it came from. I'd like to say thank you to Captain Bob's Outdoors. If you ain't fishing unless you go to Captain Bob's. I mean, that's where I get all my stuff from. You guys can mess around in these other bait stores if you want to, but you got to go to Captain Bob's. So something special. It's like going to what is that? Where's that place with Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse is like going there for adults. But I'd like to say thank you to Mark for the conversation we had and helping out with trying to figure out where this dang on pole came from. But that's it. The next week's product review Wednesday is going to be on I got a brand new 12-foot crappie pole. I haven't put the line on this, but by next weekend by the next Wednesday I'll have the line on it. we're going to do a review on that because I want to get it out in the field and try it out. But I want to do the product review on it before we take it out in the field. All right. So guys, thanks a lot. It's the Buffalo Perch Killer. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment on the video. Please comment. Somebody give me some help and find out where this thing came from now. All right. Thanks a lot. The Buffalo Perch Killer out.